In a field lies hope, anticipation, from the biggest races to the brightest stages.
Forbidden Trade with a gigantic upset.
Desperate man, there's no desperation in those strides.
It's Bulldog Hanover, the fastest mile in harness racing history.
For the glory, the pride, the payoff, enter the field. The Ontario Sire Stakes program, from Ontario farms to the world stage.
Winback Farm of Canada is home to 8 exceptional stallions, including Archangel, sire of Super Final winner Safe Conduct, and Simcoe winner Twin B Archie. Better Than Cheddar, sire of 2 Super Final gold winners, Cheesy Smile and Cold Creek Queso. Betting Lines, first Ontario crop foals in 2023. He's a sire of Millionaire Bucka Bet Hanover. Mick Wicked, Canadian Hall of Fame inductee, whose first crop will be 2 in 2023. And Trixton, sire of O'Brien Award winner Evident Beauty. Look for his first Ontario crop of the 2023 yearling sales. Also standing, Art Speak, Better's Delight, and My MVP. For more information, visit winbackfarm.com.
Blake MacIntosh will be joining Harness Racing Update's Twos in Training today. Not only does he have a barn full of babies training 27 two-year-olds this winter, but he's also got a handful of first crop of courtly choice. Of course, he's looking forward to seeing those on the racetrack, but we'll be catching up with him in just a few moments. Blake MacIntosh joins us now here in the Harness Racing Update. Blake, how's your winter been so far, just in general?
Well, the weather's been crappy, but other than that, we're doing okay. We're getting through it.
And 27 babies on the roster this year for the 2023 season. But before we get into them, you've got a couple fillies training back. How are they going so far? Let's start off with Valley of Fear.
Yeah, she's training good. She trained in 2 minutes the other day over the farm. We're going to qualify her for the first time on Monday, go a medium mile, and then we'll go back the next week, and then she'll head down to Ohio for the Hackett.
And how about Lindys Irish Cream?
She's training very well. We're very happy with her. She'll qualify in 2 weeks, and then we've got her set up for some of the bigger trotting stakes up here and a couple in PA.
And just their growth, both mentally and physically. Have you seen a big change over the winter?
The Valley of Fear didn't grow up as much as we like. She spread out, she widened out good, but she didn't grow as tall as we'd like, but she's great. Lindy's Irish Cream is a beast of a horse and big, good-looking mare, so we're very happy with her.
Such exciting things on the horizon as 3-year-olds. So let's get into some of those 2-year-olds and this season. First up is Tequila Sunset, 120,000 in Lexington.
Yeah, she's a muscle mass filly, so she'll be racing a lot in Ontario this year. She's just got a phenomenal gait to her. She looks great out there. I don't go with her much, but when she's going by me, she looks really good.
Another muscle mass here. Don't mess with Mama.
Same thing. Yeah, it's pretty hard to mess up a muscle mass. They seem to be pretty naturally gaited horses, and she goes forward every time we've asked her, and she's been training against the boys. I recently moved her in against some of the other girls just to see how she was, and she's been very well.
Is there a reason why you chose to start her against the boys?
Just worked out numbers that way. We only had 2 boys this year, and we had 8 girls, and we just needed to put somewhere with them.
It's great to know that she can keep up on both sides.
Yeah, she's good that way. She's really got a great gait and strong.
Next up is Cold Snaps.
Yeah, she's a first crop sire, 6-pack. We've been really impressed with the way she's gone. She's not mentally that great. You'll see her, she'll jump sideways when somebody goes by her, but she wants to go, so we're really impressed with the way she goes.
And when they're kind of skittish on the track there, what do you do, or what have you found in the past that works, or is it just time?
It's time a lot. We had to put a pelling pacifier on her to adjust it, and she came a lot better when we put that on her. She's still a little scared, but she's getting it, and we're happy with the progress. And
moving on to your sports rider filly, Century Kahlua.
Yeah, Paul Ritchie had the whole family. They were all Sunshine Beaches. I'm not a Sunshine Beach fan, so I thought the sports rider might pick up the family a little more, and at this point she's been very impressive, and we're really happy with the way she goes, and she's got a really quick turn of foot on her.
And how about Drinks in the Sand?
Yeah, she's a Fear the Dragon filly. That's a side that's not that popular, but I've had good luck with them, and she's a big, strong filly. She's really well bred in the maternal family, and I think she's going to be a nice filly for Ohio this year.
And this one coming from Harrisburg for $35,000, Asher Basher.
Yeah, he's a better sight colt. I think it's the first colt that we've talked about. He's not your typical better sight. He sort of seems to want to go forward on his own. Good looking colt. He's got a full sister that's made $400,000 in Twinkle, and we're really happy with him, and we've paid him up to a lot of the big stakes.
Now, are you looking at pedigrees on both sides when you're purchasing these yearlings?
Yeah, we're looking at pedigree on both sides on them. He's got the family of Courtly in it, Courtly and all them, so he was a no-brainer for me to look at, and we're very impressed with him right now.
The next 4 we're going to talk about are from Winback Farms. The first one here is Gaming Queen.
Yeah, she's another first-year sire at the bank. I wasn't really looking for a bank, but I saw her and she was great looking, and she had just an okay pedigree, but she's been a really big surprise for us, and she really goes forward and really wants to do her work, and we're really happy with her. And I've heard a lot of good things about the banks, so we're hopeful for her. And
how much do you pay attention to the yearling videos?
Very little. I'm not a yearling video person. Or my one owner, Ozzy's always looking at them, and I'm like, who cares? They can edit those or do whatever to them, and it means nothing. I've seen horses I bought horses with great videos, and they've just been slugs. I bought horses with terrible videos, they've been good horses. So I do very little. I want to see the head-on shot, make sure they're not going to come into their knees, and other than that, I couldn't give a crap about them.
Moving on, how about Southern Money?
She's an international money filly. We had an international money filly last year that we paid little for, and they ended up selling for pretty good money. So we went back with a couple this year, and she's done everything right. And I think it's a great breed, a very sensible breed to buy. So we look at them. So.
Now these next 2 might be a little extra special for you. The first one here, can we guess it's maybe named after you? Spring Blake by Courtly Choice.
Yeah, it was named after me. He's a really nice colt. We've been really impressed with the way he's gone, and he's at a spring break, and they named it Spring Blake, so it was pretty good. But he's just a gorgeous looking animal, and he's sort of like the one that's named after him. Knows what to do. Just joking.
Now, on a side note on this horse here, he is a ridgeling, so some people kind of tend to stay away from them, or it doesn't bother them. How are your feelings kind of on that?
Well, we had 5 ridgelings this year. 3 of them were Courtleys. Courtly was a ridgeling, so it really doesn't bother me a whole lot. The only time it bothers me when I have to take them into Milton Equine to get done, because it costs about 3 times as much to get them castrated. But other than that, there's no problem with it.
Good to know. And the last one here on our list is A Family Secret.
Yeah, he was bought out of Mark Ford's sale there at Goshen. Really good looking animal. He does everything right. He's got a strong pedigree. I can't remember the maternal family right now, but I remember we paid a good buck for him, $39,000 at that sale. So, he was a very stunning individual. So, and he's done everything we've asked him, and he got a lot better after we gelded him. He was a little rambunctious as a stallion, and would like to gnaw on people. So we removed his balls, and he's been a lot better since.
Now, have you seen any consistencies between the ones you have from Courtly Choice and, of course, Courtly?
I can tell you this much: the Courtly Choices go a lot better as 2-year-olds than he did. I hated Courtly training down as a 2-year-old. I couldn't go with him. Mike Pennington went with him all the time. I couldn't get him to go. These ones, they want to go. They go good. Everyone we've got 8 of them. They all go forward. It's just, we're really impressed with them right now.
And have you been keeping an eye on anyone else who has him as a sire too?
I talked to a couple people who have him. I know that Dave Maneri has 2. He liked them. Tyler Buter texted me earlier in the year that he liked his. So, it's positive. And I haven't heard anything bad about them, but I don't think people are going to tell me if they don't like them. So who knows? But I know at my point, I'm pretty straightforward. If I didn't like them, I'd tell you. I like them right now.
And do you feel any pressure having them, having had Courtly and now his offspring?
No, I don't think so. If he's a flop, he's a flop. There's nothing I can do about it. But at this point, they've been pretty impressive. So I'm looking forward for a year in New York. It's going to be a different year without Jessica down there. We've lost her, but Mike Munez is going to take over down there, and we'll march on forward.
Well, good luck on both sides of the border this season, and of course with your handfuls of babies in training.
Thanks, Jaimi.
In a field lies hope, anticipation. From the biggest races to the brightest stages.
From in trade with a gigantic upset.
Desperate man. There's no desperation in those strides.
It's Bulldog Hanover, the fastest mile in harness racing history.
For the glory, the pride, the payoff. Enter the field, the Ontario Sire Stakes program, from Ontario farms to the world stage.
Winback Farm of Canada is home to 8 exceptional stallions, including Archangel, sire of Superfinal winner Safe Conduct, and Simcoe winner Twin B Archie. Better than Cheddar, sire of 2 Superfinal Gold winners, Cheesy Smile and Cold Creek Queso. Betting lines, first Ontario crop foals in 2023. He's a sire of Millionaire Bucka Bet Hanover. McWicked, Canadian Hall of Fame inductee, whose first crop will be 2 in 2023. And Trixton, sire of O'Brien Award winner Evident Beauty. Look for his first Ontario crop of the 2023 yearling sales. Also standing, Art Speak, Better's Delight, and My MVP. For more information, visit winbackfarm.com.
Harness Racing Update is the sport's most comprehensive and timely news source. HRU covers the sport from all angles, with news, features, photography, opinion, and analysis of racing. Also, HRU covers breeding and sales, as well as industry stories you need to know. It's all delivered by a deep, diverse, and talented team of writers and photographers. And the best news is that it's free to subscribe. Subscribe to HRU today for free at harnessracingupdate.com and see what everyone is talking about.